Shalom, my friends. I am in Maui. I just finished teaching at the Ramdas Legacy Retreat, the second annual retreat without Ramdas alive, but he was so present in this place, this island where he spent the last 20 years of his life. And I miss him, but it's really beautiful to feel like there are so many of us carrying his legacy now in the world. And the topic of the retreat was relationship and interconnection and interbeing. And as I was giving my talk, and someone brought up Maharaji's teaching, Neem Karoli Baba, Ramdas's guru, the teaching of, in Hindi, it's sub-ek. And sub-ek means all is one. This was an essential teaching to Maharaji and really a huge impetus in Ramdas's life. He drew on the wisdom streams of so many different traditions. That was Maharaji, and in many ways that's India. Just recognizing and lifting up spiritual wisdom from all directions and all religions and all paths. And I was reflecting on the ways in which certain among us have the privilege to go to all is one. Like, of course, we are all interconnected, and masculine and feminine, male and female, Christian, Hindu, atheist, all of us are one. People of all races. And yet, I know that there are people who do not have the privilege of going straight to unity. And none of us have the right, I guess I'm saying, to go straight to we are all one and bypass the very real issues of marginalization and oppression that many of our siblings on this planet experience every day. The pain of being marginalized by virtue of racial generalizations. And so I'm just kind of looking at this movement of anti-racism work, anti-racism work in the spiritual arena, which is my area, and how we need to continue actively dismantling the structures and systems that are rooted often so subtly in white supremacy. And at the same time, be willing continuously to ask ourselves how to do this work with love, to do this work nonviolently, to do it in such a way that we soften our hearts rather than armor ourselves more and shame each other along the way. I know I'm not saying anything new to y'all. That shame and blame are not working, and yet rage is appropriate, outrage is appropriate. So how do we step up with our hearts open and continue to say yes to our interbeing? How do we interbe and yet recognize and honor and heal the very real divisions and experiences that are non-unitive in our family of humanity? So if that sounds a little vague and like I'm rambling, it's because I am, and I am in not knowing. And you probably have noticed by now that I like to invite you into my not knowing so that we can not know together. It's the holiest ground that I've walked ever, is through the unknown together with my community. Shabbat Shalom. I love you, and I will speak to you again soon. Be at peace.